My dad had always been into making things. He wasn't a sports guy, he wasn't a car guy, he was like a tinker around and make things with tools kind of guy. And when we were kids, he used to force us. He's a doctor, so he didn't have a lot of time to spend with us. He was always, at the hospital, and he would come home late at night. And so we only got to see him for short little bursts, of time right before we go to bed every night. And so on the weekends, he'd try to force quality time on us, and he wanted to teach us. So he'd get out this big dry erase marker board. And so Sunday was, Dad's gonna eat a bowl of oatmeal, and then he's gonna get out the dry erase board and we're gonna have to take lessons. And we hated it. And he would teach us Ohm's law, and he would teach us Pythagorean theorem. And I was like, this sucks. It's Sunday. I want to play video games. I want to watch cartoons. I want to play with my toys. I don't want to learn math. And my dad was just, he'd yell and scream at us to sit down and pay attention and everything. And we hated it. And now I can still recite Pythagorean theorem perfectly. And when I got into the class, when I think it was in high school, where they start teaching Pythagorean theorem, the teacher asked, does anybody know it? And I raised my hand and just rambled it off. And everybody's like, how the hell do you know that? I'm like, oh, it's from The Wizard of Oz. The Scarecrow says it at the end. Everybody knows that, right? I mean, my dad told me that, at the very end. When he gets his diploma, he rambles off the Pythagorean theorem. And so, very early age, my dad was kind of ingraining us into learning things. And he pushed us to, learn. And if there was something we were curious about, we had to go learn it. We didn't have the internet, so we had Encyclopedia Britannica set. And if something came on TV, or if a word came up someplace, and we didn't know the answer to it, and if even he didn't know the answer to it, he'd sit. We were the Google search. He would sit in his chair and go get the encyclopedia, and we'd have to bust out, and we would have to read the passage on what the circumference of the planet was, or what the population of this country was, or whatever random piece of information came up. So we were that was our data, and we were the Google search, and he would sit and just do that. But what it did, and I didn't realize it at the time, is just ingrain this idea of learning and being curious all the time and wanting to know more and figuring out how to do things for yourself.